So the Suicide Squad had a pretty decent $4 million Thursday preview night. Projections, though, for the opening weekend of the movie are kind of low, which is unfortunate. I think this is a great movie, but I think the HBO Max factor is going to actually hurt this one. And it's a shame. It's actually really good in the theaters. I really liked this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was probably one of the better comic book movies that I've seen in a while, to be honest. Way better than Black Widow. 20 million times better than Birds of Prey. And, the marketing for this movie was fine. They weren't, saying stay away, istophobes, or any of that stuff, or man babies. There was no male gaze talk. In fact, Margot Robbie looked quite good in the movie. She looked really good, actually. Seems like they decided to bring back the male gaze, to be honest. Maybe we won't bring that one back. Because she was in a little red dress pretty much the whole movie. And there were a couple scenes where, you can go see the movie yourself. Or watch it on HBO Max or whatever. The real question, I guess, will be how does this do for HBO Max? But probably not going to blow anybody's doors off with its box office projection. And there is some good news here, by the way. This movie seems to have caused the live-action Akira movie to be canceled. I personally see that as a humongous win because that movie would be god-awful. I'm sick of these live-action anime remakes. Just stop it. Stop. The only time it's been successful is with Alita. All these Netflix ones, though, I don't think this is going to be Netflix, but it doesn't matter. They're just all god-awful. Just go watch that Netflix Death Note. Audience scores are in. They're actually pretty good. 89% as a audience score and 93% for critics, which is surprising. Usually these don't line up like they do, but they are today. We'll see if that holds. See, now they were talking about review bombing and stuff. That hasn't happened. Now, maybe some people have tried, but they failed miserably. I think this is a legit audience score. Most people like the movie. Some people think it's okay. I've seen a couple people hate it. I don't know how you can hate this movie. This movie was fun. I haven't seen a movie this fun in a while. At least a new modern movie be this fun. But there's a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt going on. And it's because of Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey is trending on Twitter right now. Trending on Twitter. And I went and looked at some of the responses. I want to see, well, what's Birds of Prey trending for? Oh, I know why. Because of tweets like this. The Suicide Squad is getting all the press and promotion Birds of Prey should have had. It's so effing unfair. Kathy Yan and her brilliant work deserved so much better.
You serious?
It did get promotion. It got this kind of promotion. How Birds of Prey deconstructs the male gaze. Birds of Prey is a comic book film that is quietly yet profoundly different, not only in the story it shares, but how it's told. Like, this is what you saw all the time. Like, oh, well, this time Harley Quinn will be directed by a woman. We're going to get rid of the male gaze. We're going to put her in a potato sock and have her run around and make her as ugly as possible. And that's a hard thing to do because Margot Robbie is a very beautiful woman. Very beautiful woman. But, they tried their best. And then, like this movie, and it's sad because the movie, it's not a terrible movie, but it's not great. They did a lot of just woke empowerment shit. See how they put a sports bra on her? Like they went all kinds of out of their way to make this movie just not appealing to men. Even though, men still went and saw it. I think they even said, where are the men? How come the men didn't come see it? Even though the movie still had 53% of the audience was men. So, yeah, the movie did have marketing. It just had terrible marketing where they ran around talking about how effing woke it was. And that's what bit this movie in the ass. But there's all kinds of people on Twitter right now salty that the reception for Suicide Squad is pretty positive. And, I don't know what to tell you there. They decided to shut up and just let the movie deliver. Now, the sad thing is, though, it's probably going to make as much money as Birds of Prey. I don't know how much it costs to make this movie. Sad. Like, I think Suicide Squad could have been a massive hit. There's a lot of things to factor. I think people are getting tired of comic book movies. I think you've got the fear of the coof being dialed up to 25 again. And, you know, it is what it is. I wish it would have done better, but I do find the salt funny because Suicide Squad is being well received. This movie was laughed at. Like, look at this one. The Chuds, I don't get Birds of Prey, like Huntress wasn't even hot. Mary Elizabeth Weinstein and says, make it, well, you can see it. A lot of salt going on that people don't like that movie. And I find it funny. It's funny because people like her in the Suicide Squad and even in the original Suicide Squad. But in Birds of Prey, where they gave her a feminist overhaul, people hated it. And they marketed the movie on the whole feminism thing. So, I don't know, a little bit of salt to enjoy there. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.